Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is FabriChat.
Good morning.
Hello.
So, it's April is almost done.
I can't believe it. I feel like we just was there.
I know.
Just were.
I know. I had a little panic moment this morning, realizing that, oh my gosh, we've got Mother's Day in a couple weeks. We've got retreat season is starting for us. We've got a retreat the middle of May. We have one the end of May, which flows over into June. We have
and then it's on.
Oh, it's totally on. I am not ready. I'm not ready. I have got no sleep for the next 2 weeks for me.
I feel like it happened fast.
It happened really
I feel like
fast.
we
What
were
happened
just
in
at
April?
spring break. We were just there.
I think we were resting on our laurels, waiting for Mother's Day so we could plant, and now it's like, I'm not even ready.
I know. I don't even know. Because even Robert was talking the other night, because we're going to do a big garden, so he borrowed his dad's tractor that had a big old rototiller. We paved out our thing, kind of have our plan. He's like, well, maybe this weekend you want to go get plants? It's like, wait, let me look at the calendar. I was like,
2 weeks.
We have a while before we can actually plant. And I said, do you think I can actually keep them alive that long? I said,
I know, I was thinking about this because on Facebook I saw, and I'm horrible when anybody who's Facebooked me, that all of a sudden I'll realize that 2 weeks ago you sent me a message or whatever. But I'm super bad. But somehow, I don't know if I was tagged in it or something happened, but I saw a picture on Facebook of Jill Hammond's garden. What? It's like, I know. So I said,
good for her.
And
she has little heaters.
Well, see, what happened was I think it came out a little snarky. What?
What are you doing?
I live like 4 miles from you.
See, but I also think where Jill lives, she's protected.
Well, she must be, and she says she covers it.
Yeah, and where we are, we will get beaten by wind. Which I know that if you get them in young enough, they will get stocky enough that the wind won't hurt them later in the season.
Because I think she did do some starts indoors, but all of this, she showed outside. She had plants that were that tall.
She's going to get a tomato by Mother's Day. So yeah, Robert wants to go on Friday and get plants.
Well, because, here's the funny thing about that. Okay, but think about this. All of those plants that are right now at the nurseries, they're alive, right? I mean, think about that for just a minute. I'm not... don't take my advice on any of this, those of you guys that are local, but I'm just saying...
She's way greater than me. I am a power of the survival of the fittest. Buy 6 and hope that 3 live.
I know, but... And if they all live, you got a lot to
Yeah.
Well, I just keep thinking, because I know that we don't plant until Mother's Day, but I also know that all of those plants have been there waiting for me to finally come in and buy them, and they were keeping them alive, and they're not indoors.
That's true.
They're
I never
gated.
thought about that.
They're not covering them at night.
Yeah.
I've been to the store. I've been to Walmart at 11 o'clock at night, and I see their plants outside.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that makes sense.
So
What's
how
the
do they keep them alive, but they can't stay alive 3 miles down the road? I don't think that makes sense to me. And here's the other thing, is that, and I'm going to not do this year, I'm that terrible, horrible person that buys the dying plants because I want them to have a chance for life. I'm not doing it this year. I'm not, but Tracy did the same thing.
Yeah, I know. I buy the cell rack stuff too. And some of them do live. So like I bought some lilies that were dying, and I didn't make them live. However, they reseeded this year. So
win-win.
They kind of did.
That's okay. You just got some seeds.
I did.
That's good.
My bleeding heart I planted a couple years ago from a clearance one that wasn't gonna make it. Again, she kind of struggled, but she's already up and blooming already.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm going to do it. We're supposed to get to 75 and 80 this weekend.
This weekend's supposed to be fantastic.
I'm going to do it.
Robert's kind of a little bummed. He's going to work lumber with Dad, but...
Oh, that's right.
He's great. I told him it's okay. It'll give me some time to keep saving up money for
plants.
For plants.
You come over, bring the kids while he's doing lumber. We'll experiment in my garden.
We could. We could.
I still have too much cleaning to do. I thought I had 2 weeks of cleaning out the flower beds before I could plant the plants, but now spring is upon us quickly.
Well, I can bring my kids.
Your children, they love to dig holes.
Wyatt is very helpful. Harper, pretty much just a distraction.
She likes to be the boss.
Yeah. She's not very good at it. But she thinks she is. But we can come over and hang out,
Yeah.
because
I'm gonna
we're
do
gonna
it.
lay plastic, and so we're not ready. I mean, he could make it happen to be ready, but again, to trust me to water them all week long, and that nothing dies and a cat doesn't eat it, it's not gonna happen. That's why he's going to pipe our watering for our garden into, when he waters the grass, he's gonna water my garden. Because I'm not very good at it.
Oh, I know.
But
Well,
so we'll see.
I'm just excited that spring is here
gosh.
and summer is rapidly approaching. I mean, it's going to get hot before you know it. I feel like we sort of missed that really.
We missed April.
Yeah, we did.
That's what happened.
We must have been busy. I don't know what happened to April.
I don't know either.
Anyway, so Mother's Day is around the corner, so we do have some kind of fun specials for you. And are we going to announce those next week, or
I
are we
think
going to
next-
announce them tonight?
Let's do it next. I think next week.
Next week, and then that
And
way
we'll
what we can do, so we have some kind of fun things, and that way we can ship them for you
Yeah.
to your mothers if you'd like us to, or to you for your, yeah. So we'll, next week.
Yeah, I
We
think
still
next
have
week.
some
And then
time.
we'll do it for FabriChat. You'll hear it here, and then you'll hear it at box opening
Okay.
Wednesday night, and then box opening on Sunday, and then...
Okay. I was starting to panic because I realized Mother's Day was coming right up.
No, because that would still
We got
give us
2
time.
weeks.
Even if they shopped all week and we shipped them out Friday,
Yeah.
or even that following Monday, they'd make it.
And we have some really fun things for you. And spoiler alert, Bridget made some soap. Act surprised.
God, it's so nice, though.
So nice. She does such a nice job.
Yeah, she really does.
And there's so many of you guys that are like totally addicted to her soap. You know,
Yeah.
and some people I have sent it and it's like, let me go shopping for you. I'll mail it to you. So
Yeah.
because she doesn't do online stuff. She's just, you know,
Just a
never
hobby
is
soap
going
maker.
to. Yeah, she does. She's been doing it for so long, and she just does a really nice job. And
Yeah, she
doesn't
has it
have
down.
to. She doesn't have to deal with all of this shipping. Man, that would. Yeah, she would have to hire someone, and she would be way busier than she wants to be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, we'll talk more about Mother's Day next week.
And then I forgot to mention this on the Sunday box opening, but I mentioned about the Riley Blake bench pillows.
Oh,
how
yeah.
the Oh My Stars that was supposed to ship in April hadn't arrived. So finally, Riley Blake called me back, and what happened was the kitting crew kitted everything, and then it goes to a inspection thing, and so someone went through it and there was a kit error. So the kitting team had to open up every single box, fix whatever was wrong, rebundle it all, go back to be inspected, and then now they're into shipping. So we are expecting them this week. So if you are someone who's waiting for the Oh My Stars that ships in April, it's still coming. It should still ship in April, just at the very end of it. So
Last April.
I'm really happy that they caught the mistake and you guys didn't have to. So I guess I'm okay if we're now only have a month to finish our project versus 2 months. But
I
I'm,
have 2.
if it's due for June, well, not really.
Oh My Stars is a July one.
Oh, is it July?
Yeah, it's like a 4th of July-ish looking thing.
Then yeah, it's just plenty of time.
Yeah, and I did see, I got an email from them, and I clicked on the tracking to see it's arriving tomorrow.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, so we're good. Yeah, so it'll make it
Just at the end of
in the
April.
nick of time.
Still in April.
Ships in April. May not arrive in April.
Yeah.
But it's going to ship in April.
The little loophole.
I agree. I agree. Super glad that they
caught it
caught
first.
that. Yeah, that's a really good thing. Let's see. The other thing, just to catch up on a couple of questions, is we did our little Earth Day thing on Saturday, which was kind of fun, and then we had a lot of questions afterwards. And then on Sunday we talked about Tracy is making these. These are the ones that are actually mine, and so these are the ones that have been used and used and used. And so there was a bunch of questions about this, and so we're just going to answer a couple of things. Because did you fix that? Do you now have a description?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. So it is 1 layer of flannel. It is quality, quilt store quality flannel, and they are serged edges. You can do, that's how Tracy's doing it. If you're making, this is what Tracy's doing just as a little side hustle, which is kind of fun. She's really working hard at it. It's really, really nice.
She is pre-washing them, of course.
She pre-washes, yep. And then, but she's sending them folded, cute little packaging.
Super cute.
So you would have to save a tube for your to put them on your thing, or however you want to keep them. But I think that having them on the tube, it helps your family to kind of adapt to it. Because at first it's like, wait, what am I doing? It's like, no, just use it. It's totally no big deal.
If you don't have a tube, if you're like, oh, you should have told me that 3 days ago, I just tossed it out because I'm getting them. Go to a plumber store or whatever, get a little chunk of PVC. A lawn care business, because a lot of lawn care businesses will put underground sprinklers in, and they might have a tiny little 12-inch piece of PVC that'll fit.
Oh, that's kind of smart.
And you might have to sand around the edges just a little bit. I bet some man at the lawn care store would do it for you.
I'll bet if you let your friends know that you need it,
a chunk of PVC or one of these.
Or one of those, I'll bet you get one within a day.
Yeah. Go to your local daycare.
Yeah.
Say hey.
Yeah. Yeah, all of those places. But anyway, so some of the questions were, what did it come with? So it's just these, they come with washing directions, and they're kind of cute, and it is just one layer. Shoot, I had one other. Oh, if you're making your own, that was what we were going to talk about. If you're making your own, we were kind of talking to Tracy that Tracy just needs to do a little video. I mean, I know how I was doing it. She's doing it just a little bit different. But really the best idea, I mean, I would get some just to kind of get started or whatever, or start some just to get started. But when you're making something, when you have a baby quilt that you're making or something else that's left over and you have those weird pieces of flannel, that's when you should do it. We were saying 10 by 12, but if you have something that ends up 8 by 12 or 10 by 6, it totally doesn't matter. It's just that idea of using it up into something that's got that nice finished edge where you'll just kind of grab it. It's likely there's a possibility they'll get stained depending upon what it is that you're doing with it. But what I find, the thing that just drives me crazy is when somebody just pulls off, 4 paper towels, dries their hands, and throws them away. It makes me crazy. So we don't do that at all. Even just wiping off your counter, some of those little things where you just need a paper towel for something. The other thing, and that we'll use these for, is when you're covering something that you're putting in the microwave, or wrapping something that you just have to heat up in the microwave. Idea. It works great, and then that way you don't have all of that paper. And anyway, they work really well. If you have other questions, the other thing you can do is you can email Tracy directly. I think that she's going to start shipping them out
on the 1st.
She wants to send them all out at the same time.
Right.
Because she was doing some fun little packaging things, and it's really sweet. She is really very green, very committed. And I feel like I'm going to be, I've been pretty good. I'm getting better. The things that I've kind of never had thought about that my hippie friends keep saying, well, that's not a good thing. And so, so it's been really good, because what we're going to do is we're hoping that the entire event center is fully green this year. I mean, we're changing up our manual a little bit, and even what we're encouraging people and discouraging people to bring.
And we already have, from like the moment we moved from Ephrata to Soap Lake, which is 7-8 years ago, we stopped providing paper products. So we don't have paper plates, plastic forks, anything, but we have enough glassware, silverware, water, big huge water refilling jug, so we've already, that was from the get-go. Right. The only thing paper product you got was some toilet paper.
Yeah, right. And now it's all the bamboo toilet paper out there. And then it's the paperless towels, it's napkins, washable napkins, and we just even provide them so that you don't have to worry about it. And and we do the laundry. So, and we wash everything the same way that we said on Earth Day we do. And we do things a little bit different. We do have to use something a little bit different when we're washing for...
it's considered commercial use.
Commercial use, yeah. We have to use a commercial grade detergent, and our water has to be a little bit hotter, so we do have to do that. But personally, we do it very different. So, and anyway, the other thing that we were doing as part of our Earth Day everyday thing is we were going to start talking about some of the products. And some companies that we really like. Because there's a lot of really fun companies that I really like. A lot of them are mom and pop companies that we really support. A little family endeavor for people that are just trying to make a difference. And, I think it is difficult for some people to, make that leap. But even just in tiny little things where you can make a little bit of a difference, I think it's kind of a nice thing. So this... is something that Tracy eats all the time, and so and I have to say that I don't think that they're terrible. She kind of teases us because she says, well, they're not very good, maybe, and nobody will eat them. We totally eat these. I mean, they're a healthier chip. They're pretty salty. They're reasonable. A reasonable snack.
Yes. It's better than a Lay's potato chip.
Yeah.
But
by reasonable, I don't mean flavor. I mean, yeah.
quality. You're going to...
Less calories.
Yeah. You're not just eating
Better
a greasy
for you.
potato.
Better for you. But the best part about this, it's in a compostable bag. So that's why it's it's kind of not loud, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's in a compostable bag, and so that's kind of nice that...
And what's really cool, they have a little QR code on the back. You just scan it, and once you have so many of them, they'll have you tell you where to ship them to, and then they will compost it to make more compostable bags.
Yeah.
They will recycle it for you.
Yeah, which kind of... I don't know why I'm eating
super
everyone.
cool. It's because you're stress eating. It's the end of a month.
Stress eating. I am stress eating. I started eating these when Tracy gave these to me, and I said, why did you give me these? And she says, oh, wait. Have some of these.
Saboteur.
Nasty saboteur. She was. Because what's happened, we cannot stop eating these.
They're really
And
good.
I wish I could remember
Who sent them to
I
us?
picture them in the box, and it was a box. There was gifts for the kids, and there was some fun stuff for Tracy in there.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was the same box that had who sent me the pink flamingos
Oh, yeah. And the coconut.
and the coconut. This was in that box. I hope I sent you a thank you card. Anyway, these are amazing.
And
These are absolutely amazing. They are so stinking good.
They're super good. You have to eat them with friends, otherwise you'll eat them all.
You will eat them all
Yeah.
at one setting.
Put them out at your little tea party. And
They're Trader Joe's, or I think on the East Coast it's called Aldi's. But these are like super, super good. The really good thing is that I think we can't get these online because Trader Joe's doesn't do their stuff.
you have to drive 3
goodness.
hours to get these bad boys.
Yeah. Thank goodness. And thanks to Tracy distracting me. They're all gone now. I have
They
been
are
stress
a
eating.
Bulgarian cookies butter almond thins.
Fantastic.
A traditional butter biscuit.
Yeah. It's not like at first you think it's like a Biscoff or something, which is also a really good cookie. Way better than that.
Oh,
Thinner,
it's
better.
as thin as like a ginger snap.
Yeah.
But yeah, perfect amount of butter, a little bit of almond. Deadly.
Super, super good. Super, super good. Okay, other questions is people were asking about Bali. A lot of you guys have signed up. I think that I think we're close to capacity. We're not taking more than 40. Mm-hmm. There's kind of a specific number because of getting on the buses. We want to be able to do our own thing on the buses and the excursions, and so I think that that's our top number. Anyway, people were asking about the pre and post packages.
Oh.
The reason that those aren't on the flyer yet in terms of the excursions is we're still planning them. We have talked to some of the Bali companies, so we have a lot of surprises in store for you. But John and Ray are coming up here to Soap Lake in May 8th, and they'll be here for 2 days. So we're going to finalize everything then. Mm-hmm. We're even going to do a little video then about the package, and so you'll know more then. And then also the other question was about the sign up for the retreats. It was kind of funny because we do every once in a while this happens where pretty quickly we sign up and we fill up our retreats, because I think Southern Comfort filled up like immediately. Flower Garden, Sunny Days, I mean the ones that filled up kind of quickly. We do have a waiting list. We're kind of slowly working through that waiting list, but we have had, just yesterday we had 2 more cancellations for Summer Garden Retreat. That happens, all of a sudden you find out that a niece is getting married, or there's a surgery scheduled or whatever. We are totally supportive of that. Totally no big deal. And so now it's just time to kind of go down the list. So the only reason we mention it is that if it's like, oh shoot, it's already full, I would never get in, go ahead and just put your name on that waiting list, and I'm sure that we'll probably end up calling you. Or if you already know, and if does you think it would give them the chance to be able to purchase it? Probably not.
Usually. Trace and I usually tend not to put it as a in quantity, an in-store option, or that kind of option, just because we know there's a waiting list.
Okay.
And we feel like it's not fair if someone's been waiting since December to get into the retreat. It's not fair.
I would have to go through the list first.
Yeah.
If I've gone through the list and talked to everybody, then it would be on there.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me, and it takes me forever to work through the list, but that's on my goal for this week.
And we will contact you via email. So when you signed up to that, on that waiting list on our website, whatever email you use, so if you have a special email you use for online orders or whatever, it will be in that email that we're going to say, hey, cancellation, you interested? We've got 2 spots if you want to, blah, blah, blah. So keep in mind, that's how we will contact you on the waiting list, is via email, not with a phone call.
Yeah. And we have been had a lot of fun sort of putting those together. Our first one is in 3 weeks, and then they're in fairly rapid succession after that, but it's really nice. I mean, we've got some pretty good swag bags that we're putting together. That's kind of fun. We have some fun new games that we're going to play. I know not everybody's a game person, but everybody's a prize person, so that's a good thing. And then we met with Dusty and Blaine yesterday, finalizing things. And
that's Cloudview, our
Cloudview Kitchen.
Awesome.
Oh, so good. They're going to come and do I was just calling it a demonstration, a recipe demonstration, and to share a recipe, but they're calling it a food experience.
Of course they are.
So they're calling it, and they have all the things they're going to... And they're perfectly happy. I don't know if I told you all of this. They're perfectly happy sharing their recipes. Because I said, you kind of have to decide which ones you want to share. And they go, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Good for them.
They said it's not the recipe, it's the tricks that they know.
And so probably the quality of food.
It
is. Makes a difference.
And they said, so they're going to show, they have all of these, they're going to show us how to make dumplings. And we're going to actually make our own dumplings, and then they're going to steam the dumplings, and they're going to, they are super excited about that, which is really good, because then there's so many different ways that you can make them. So we're going to do that. And then another one is they're going to show us their chocolate-filled croissants, which nobody's are as good as them. I've had them all over the world. Theirs are super, super amazing. Because I asked him, I said, so you're going to share, you're willing to tell people what's in it? And he says, it's not the ingredients.
It's how you make it.
There's the other tricks. And then he rattled off a couple things, and 450, and then you turn it down to 425, and you do not take your eyes off of it, or whatever. And so
I was going to come buy it from you.
Yeah. So he says it's the tricks. It's the little tricks and the little things that they know. And then their little cruffin, same thing with the cruffin, and they're happy to tell us.
That's really cool.
And they are such nice guys. Just the nicest energy and just super pleasant. So anyway, so they're excited to come on the retreats that they are doing the food experience, and then the wineries, those guys are getting all excited, and then we have a couple of other local artists, Deb, our glass blowing friend, and Laura, our ceramics friend. So anyway, lots and lots of just fun, kind of unique things to make the experience kind of fun. And
we've done excursions where we go to places, but we find that it's kind of hard because there's so many of you guys that fly in. How many can we get into vans, SUVs? Are you willing to drive a whole load of people? So we've there's so many of us that it's been really easy to get the excursion to come to us, to do wine tasting, to do demonstrations. I mean, to go to the glass blowing shop, we're a block. We can just all walk, Heck, we can even take our wine.
People didn't want to walk a block. Yeah. But we're doing both.
So much fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they're willing to come to us, because it makes it easy.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah.
And then everybody gets to participate, whether you're uncomfortable walking, letting someone else drive you if you get car sick and you don't want to sit in the back, or whatever. It just gets everyone involved.
It's super nice. And we've kept it. We've not raised our prices for our retreats this is our 3rd year at $899, and that is for 5 days. So that is 5 nights accommodation, all of your food, your excursions, all of your instruction patterns, whatever else you need with that. I mean, and gosh, the price of a hotel now, what was it, $300 just in Tri-Cities for one night?
It's going to be like $284. It's like,
no.
I can drive home.
Right.
I'll do my own bed.
Right.
But
right. Yeah. So anyway, so put us on if you're still interested and you thought you maybe couldn't get in, maybe just check that out.
And you can just go to our website, FabricPatch.net. There's a tab at the top of our page that says retreats, and if you hover over that, it'll say hosted retreats. click on that, and then you'll see the waiting list options for all of the retreats. And then you'll also see, we don't have the big page that shows you all the pictures of the retreat center because we're going through pictures. We have to, of course, picture and showcase Daisy House because we have nothing to show you there yet. So right now, all it is there's a brochure that you can click on and you can see a bifold that kind of gives you the, basis, all of the information you need. And if you scroll down, you can email. There's a little form you can fill out to go straight to Mom. And if you have more questions, if you're thinking about a certain date, if you're thinking whatever, if you have other questions after looking at that brochure, that's the easiest form to fill out. It goes to a special place that Mom checks, and she gets alerted. So,
yeah,
super cool.
And then we'll get the website updated here pretty soon. All right, another question. So Mary emailed yesterday. And I asked her, we were kind of emailing back and forth. She emailed this picture of this quilt. We'll put it up here for you.
Cute!
Isn't that beautiful? So this is her quilt. Her blocks are, I feel like I recognize that fabric.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's something Clothworks. It's cute.
Yeah. Really, really cute. So, so she said, gosh, I don't know, I'm missing something. Can this quilt be saved? Was what she had in the...
It's adorable.
And I said, it's really, really pretty. I really, really like it. So, so I said, well, we would put it out there and see if you guys have some suggestions also. What I told her is that I think it is really very lovely.
Now, is it super small? Is that what she's thinking?
No, no. She just thinks it needs more color. Because you're right. It's not...
Cute. I would totally keep it the way it is.
Isn't that funny? Because here's the other funny thing, is that when you look at something like this, and then people who get opinions, I see this all the time, even on Facebook or whatever, on Pat Sloan's thing, everybody's opinion is so different.
Yeah.
And so a lot of it is that I think it should be what you like. What you like, because no matter what, it's going to be beautiful. So I think it doesn't make any difference. So what I had said is I said, you can totally leave it like that. And let me go back and answer the question. These are 12-inch finished blocks.
Oh, okay. They're big
then. So
each
star is a 12-inch finished block. And so I said you could totally sew them all together, leave it just like that. I'd maybe quilt it kind of a little bit heavier so it has kind of a vintagey look. And it would look kind of vintagey, but almost it could also have like a modern flair to it, because I think it's really pretty and kind of dainty the way that it is. Your other option is to put a sashing.
And you know what would be really cute? You could just do a basic sashing, the same color of your background, if you have more of that.
Oh, for floating.
The other thing I would do...
I think she wants more color.
More color is I would do a sashing, and then in your sashing, I tend to like a 2.5-inch sashing. I don't know why, I just would have always done. I really like that bit of size, and then do mini stars inside your sashing.
In the sashing, so your cornerstone is the center.
And yeah,
that'd be cute. That would be really, really cute.
And that could be scrappy also. You wouldn't have to keep that star all the same color unless you want to. That'd be really cute. You have little, really 5-inch stars in between your big, 6-inch stars. That'd be cute too.
The other thing that I was thinking that I had mentioned was an alternating block. What's kind of funny is that when you have a whole bunch of these blocks, and you're kind of thinking, oh, I'm just not digging it for whatever reason, if you're thinking it's, too plain or whatever, you can oftentimes just make more blocks that are all the same and then just do an alternating, and you'll see a whole secondary pattern going on. Yeah. And if you did something
a Jacob's
that was
ladder block.
A Jacob's ladder block.
I'll put a
One of
picture
the
for
prettiest quilts I think I've ever made, and I don't know if I remember it was like for an auction or something, is half of the blocks were Jacob's ladder and half of the blocks were fans. It was absolutely beautiful. It really had a really beautiful look to it, and it was just alternating blocks.
Right, and you get an entirely different look. You get
totally different.
Yeah, depending on what you're looking at, you'll get this quilt looks this way, or
yeah,
super cool.
So Mary is asking if you guys.
What's your opinion?
Think of anything, and what are you thinking? And yeah. But,
and if you have a picture of a quilt in your stash or in your camera that you would like us to share with Mary, email it to info@fabricpatch.net, and we will shoot your email over to Mary with your your opinion.
I think it is pretty, and it's funny that you say the same thing as like it's beautiful. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You totally could. I think the background is lovely.
You can save it on over here.
I know, right? I know. I think it's really pretty.
It's beautiful. I would totally do the little mini sashing stars.
Yeah.
Cute.
And I think if you left it alone,
That too.
it'd be okay too.
It's adorable.
You could just put a little bit of lace in that border to make it look like you really wanted that whole simple
done that.
vintage look, and it would look like you.
I wonder if I have that quilt here. If we have that quilt here, I'll show you tonight. I put lace in my border.
It's really pretty. And, it's just cotton lace, so it's fully washable. Everything is great.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, Mary. We'll hope to get more ideas for you, but we think it's lovely. And we love that you asked what our opinion was. No, it cannot be saved. Send us the blocks.
Yeah, sorry. Wish we could help.
Help it on my bed. Yeah. That's right. All right, let's see. The other thing my notes are such a mess here. The other thing that we were going to mention was that for our commitment to Earth Day every day, is we had talked about decreasing the cost of our PDF patterns. Oh, yeah. So, and we actually thought about that initially, when we offered the PDF, and I thought, well, how nice that we're kind of saving paper, and those of you guys who just want to save all of your patterns on your iPad or whatever, and look at them when you want to, and plastic. And so I thought back then that they should be a different price, and nobody did. Everybody's like, oh, it's $9. Whichever way you want it is perfectly okay. I kind of always felt that it should be less because, let's be honest, I'm not printing it onto paper. I don't have the ink charge. I don't have the plastic charge. I don't have the shipping charge. It should have been cheaper all along.
Yeah, probably should have.
I think it should have been, but we didn't know. We were just, following what everybody else was doing. So that's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we are going to, starting today, so sorry if you bought PDF yesterday, that's what's going to happen. But starting today, had to start someday, we're decreasing the cost of our PDFs, and so we're going down by, I don't know that it worked out to be like a percentage. I think what we were doing was like, the $9 patterns are now down to $5, and the $10 patterns are down to $6. And so we're going down fairly substantially. I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's the right thing to do because, again, it doesn't cost us the same amount, and also it's just that tiny little commitment to reducing paper, reducing plastic, reducing all of that stuff. And however, whatever you decide to do with it afterwards, if you decide to print it or save it on your laptop or your iPad, is up to you. And I think that it's funny because some people, a lot of people that still are not doing PDFs because they don't want somebody to like share it.
Yeah,
after they've paid it. But
well,
it's like,
that's the funny thing. So I should put our little disclaimer in here. That is how our website host is. So do you know? So Likeso hosts.
Is that why they only let you?
I wondered why. Likeso hosts us as a website, and for the longest time, you were able, when you were emailed hey, click this link to download your PDF pattern, you could click it as many times as you needed to be able to save it to where you wanted to, or save it to your tablet, or save it to your desktop. I get it. Save it to your phone if you're at the quilt shop and you need to look up your pattern. I totally get it. Probably 6 or 8 months ago, they changed it to one time. And I think that's why. I think there was enough people in their, umbrella
send
of customers.
To my friend, and she opens.
And for me, if you like my patterns, you're probably going to come and buy other patterns from me. So is that a horrible thing? I don't know.
But that's why people email me all the time and say, "Hey, I can't open it again." So I just send them a new one, and it doesn't matter.
And it's PDF'd in your email, and you could share it too. Yeah. But so if you have trouble, and that's why some people, if you've noticed that you can create an account on our website, we put that on there. It's just a click on our backside that we're able to do that. You can do that or cannot do that. It is entirely up to you. The only perk to that is if you do have a login, your email address and whatever fun passwords you picked, all of your past or now and future orders will be in your account. So if you did an account today but placed an order on Monday, you won't see that order. But if you made your account and placed an order, you'll see that order plus everything else in the future.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, and all of your PDFs will be in your account. So if you need to go back and get your on-the-fly pattern because you don't know where you saved it, or you're at retreat and I don't have that iPad with me, you can go back to it.
Oh.
But so that's kind of a fun thing with being able to make an account on our website. So there is that. But keep that in mind. If you've downloaded it and you can't find it or you weren't able to, email us. Just info at your name and your phone number is all we need to look you up, and we can
happy to
totally send you one.
Happy to.
And for right now, we're not able to website be able to say, no, infinity times or 50 times they can download this pattern. There's not an option. It's all or none. And right now it's consistent stuck at one.
Yeah.
So
I guess I kind of get it.
I get it, but again, that's a person-to-person issue, not for us. We're thinking of it totally different. That if you're going to share it with your guild, okay, that's fine. But hopefully your guild members will enjoy the way we write a pattern, watch some of our stuff on YouTube, and they might come and become now a customer and buy 3 other patterns because of the one you shared with them. So, yeah. And we don't mind that either. And even if we've had a guild in the past email us and say, hey, we're doing a guild sew day and we want to use...
Can we use your pattern?
On the fly.
Heck yeah, let me send you some presents.
So we're totally fine with that. And we'll even send you goodies if you let us know.
But, we like that.
So, super fun. So, that was my little PSA on that.
Yeah. I think that not everybody feels the same way about that.
I agree with that.
We do. Yeah, that's exactly right.
We just do it for the fun of it, not to make any money.
I know, we should make more money. We have plans to replant. And we've planted.
Those tomato plants didn't make it, gosh darn it.
Yes. All right, let's see. So, National Day today. It's National Pretzel Day.
Oh, that's salty goodness.
Sounds good, right? And it's funny because that's one of the demonstrations that we're doing for cooking is that I don't know that everybody knows how to make pretzels. Probably all of you
homemade
guys
pretzels.
do.
I love homemade pretzels.
Homemade pretzels are so good. I mean, the key really, the dough is really easy to make. The key is the rising, and then you boil it first before you bake it. Mm-hmm. And we had, I think we've told this story before, but we have a very, very close friend. She's from Vietnam, and she was the one who has taught us how to make egg rolls. And every time she comes, she teaches us how to make something else. And oh my gosh, we are very good cooks because of her. Yeah. But she is such a good cook. And then the very first time that we ever made, it was sweet rolls was what we started with. Wasn't it? Cinnamon rolls?
Uh-huh.
She had never eaten one before. And she's this teeny tiny little thing, and she's just eating them, couldn't stop.
It's like, no, we need to eat an egg roll. We need some meat. How did you make bread?
This? And she couldn't figure it out, and so it's like, well, it's bread and it's yeast, and so we were talking she didn't know what yeast was.
They don't have yeast over there.
No, she doesn't. And so then it's like, well, let's make a couple other things. So then she came over the next morning, and we made sweet rolls again to show her how to make it, and then we made pretzels. I have never seen a teeny tiny person eat so much. She just loves it.
So we would ship different things. There was something in Vietnam that we couldn't get.
Right.
But it was like the best thing. I don't remember what it was.
I remember either.
It was a fish pasty something that was totally smells nasty.
Kind of like miso, but not quite.
But it was so good, but we couldn't find anything like it here. So we would switch. She'd ship us that, we'd ship her yeast.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Now they live in D.C.
D.C. Washington, D.C. So
we need to have Noon come and be a celebrity cook one of these.
She does need to.
Bring her and the kids and make Steve stay around for a while.
Yeah, we do need to. She is such a good cook. Yeah. Really, really good cook. So anyway, it's National Pretzel Day. We can't make pretzels without thinking about and you don't have to do all of the folding. They can just be little pretzel bites. Pretzel bites are super, super good. Just eat way too many of them, but anyway, National Pretzel Day. And then it's also National Denim Day.
I'm a strong believer in wearing jeans.
Absolutely. It's Get Organized Day.
See, I've been trying, because I like to buy, the whole, when we were talking about it for Earth Day, to buy in bulk.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have a Winco now that's close, and there's some things, but I feel like I don't have the place to store. I don't have, like, a pantry. I have, like, the storage room in the back, but I think it gets too hot in there. So I'm kind of I'm torn between a hard and a
rock and a hard spot.
There you go.
A hard spot.
Because the place I feel like would be perfect is where that second refrigerator is.
Oh,
I know. But because heaven forbid I have to walk out to the shop for the second refrigerator.
And once you have a second refrigerator,
there's not going back.
You can't. Yeah, because she also has a second dryer. Yeah. Because that's what we had, was a second dryer. I would have given up my microwave before I gave up my second dryer. Yeah. Because the washing machine, takes 45 minutes and, takes 20 minutes, and the dryer takes 45 minutes. And so that way, when you're washing clothes for 3 small children, it works really well.
Yeah. So yeah, and do some sort of a pantry thing, because I like have bulk sugar, bulk flour, bulk, Krusty's pancake mix. You just can't have enough of that. Bisquick.
Rice.
What else do I have? Rice. I mean, I have the normal kind of stuff, but I would do, other stuff.
I have an idea for you.
Yeah. But I feel like I don't have.
And it's funny that you think organized in the kitchen. I think organized in my office.
Oh well, I have the same DNA of paper as you do, apparently.
Do you?
Yeah.
I hate paper.
It's a hot freaking mess.
I hate
my
paper.
storeroom's kind of a mess. My closet, don't even get me started.
Well, today is get organized.
My sock basket, out of control.
Oh, the sock basket. Let it go. Let it go. Just give everybody their socks and let them wear whatever they want.
It drives me crazy.
It totally doesn't
You guys
matter.
might notice tonight, baby has 2 different colored socks on.
She wore the same socks yesterday, only the opposite ones.
Yeah, because I found the other 2.
See, and that's what I think you should do. Just
Not
give them
fair.
their socks. Pick out 2 socks. It totally doesn't matter.
Oh.
I think there's things that are just now, no one thinks anything of it.
No, it's a thing now. I mean, Hanes sells mixed match socks. You want 12
You know-
socks? I will give you 12 socks. They might not look the same.
That took me a long, long time. That was not
I
right,
still
but
can't wear 2 different socks.
I can't either, but
I just know that my left foot has a white sock and my right foot has a black sock. And it just drives me crazy all day long.
No, I couldn't do it. No. I think I wouldn't walk the same.
Right? If you start at 4 months, though, how do you know?
Right. It could just be a thing.
It could be a thing. Mixed Max shoes are next.
I really
hope
would
not.
walk funny. Yeah. I think the other thing too, the key to getting organized is that whole minimalist thing, which I cannot be a minimalist, but I think that that just having less, I think that we accumulate so much stuff that once we've figured out where it goes, then I think it's a little bit easier. But
I think time management helps a lot with that. I know that the last couple weeks I've been setting a timer. That for 15 minutes I cannot leave, the laundry room.
Right.
Because I feel like, this goes into the storage room, and then you get distracted. Oh, I need to refill the, fruit snacks. Oh, I need to, and then
yes.
I was trying to make the sock basket and left. Mm-hmm. So I know that's my thing, is I have
the timer. That works for
down.
me too. That is DNA, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that same thing. Yeah. All right. It's also Alien Day.
Alien Day.
I suppose if you're a sci-fi person,
Yeah.
then
Celebrate it.
it would be a good day. I'm kind of not. What movie was it that we talked about that was kind of science fiction, but good?
Something you and Dad watched.
Did we talk about it on?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called.
I forgot already. Whatever it was, but we're not much of a. I don't know why we're not. But what was kind of funny was that when I was reading about it being Alien Day, they said that the movie that was most influential in getting,
Worlds.
you would think, they said Blade Runner.
Blade Runner?
Well, Blade Runner, wasn't that like back in the 80s or something? I think it has like
I
Wesley
feel like it's on
Snipes in it.
Netflix. Yeah. Blade Runner.
I don't know that I've ever even seen it.
My vote is War of the Worlds. Because that
I think
sketch,
War of
that
the
could
Worlds-
happen.
I think. Oh gosh.
Like, I mean,
War of the Worlds is super scary too. So War of the Worlds. Also, what was the one? Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
oh, yeah.
That one I think is. Really
I don't know if
good.
I would choose Blade.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so I can't say. But they said that because I think it was one of the first
Interesting.
ones. Maybe I mean I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Because it had to have been back in the 80s. But anyway, that's what they said. So now it makes me feel like I should watch it and see if it's really all that good. Because I think there's a lot of, there was a lot. And Alien. What about the whole Alien series with, Sigourney
yeah.
Weaver? Super creepy. I feel
Yeah.
like that one could happen.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
We're not sci-fi geeky enough
Sci-fi-ness enough.
to probably really
No.
figure it out.
I mean, it's just not something that I think about a lot.
No.
All right. Okay, but anyway, it is Alien Day, so if there's an alien lover, a sci-fi person in your
Let us know what movie to watch tonight.
I know. Yeah, Blade Runner. All right, I think that was it for all of my little questions. People that were asking things. I think that was it. Now it could just be whatever we wanted to talk about, but now I think we're out of time. But I need to tell you one thing. Is that, and we're going to try to show you maybe tonight, but it's sad, is what it is poor Lizzie.
Oh, gosh.
Lizzie is so jealous of the baby.
Jealous.
She's napping at the moment.
Yeah, sorry,
she'll
guys.
be with us tonight. But Lizzie is super sad.
Yeah. I do not understand.
Well, you know what it is, I think, is everybody used to walk by Lizzie and talk to Lizzie a little bit and give her a little scratch, and how you doing? You're such a good dog.
Baby.
And now everybody walks by, oh, you're so cute, what are you doing? Oh, tickle. And no one touches Lizzie anymore. Everybody touches and talks to the baby, what are you doing?
That's probably true.
You know, and then doesn't even acknowledge that she's standing right there.
She needs to sit by the baby then.
Well, she does. I mean, she wants to, but she
Can't get close enough. Just smother the baby.
No, she, you know,
She's
and
still-
I think that's the thing too, is that the baby won't have anything to do with her.
That is true.
Because the kids love to play with her and lay on her and snuggle with
And
her.
why isn't the baby
this
playing?
baby doesn't have anything to do with her.
Yeah, I could see where she doesn't understand.
Yeah. I feel sad for her.
Yeah. So yeah, Mom and Tracy were talking to the baby, and I had to go sit with Lizzie because Lizzie wanted to lay right next to the baby.
Laying on her.
Yeah,
Sad.
laying on me, and yeah, the moment I moved my hand, she'd grab it. Don't go for that, baby.
Wait.
I'm not done here.
Yeah.
But she's very sweet to the baby nonetheless.
She is sweet. She doesn't have an ornery
No.
bone in her body. She would never...
And she's aware of where the baby is, because like this morning she was, or yesterday morning, I was out picking out fabrics and stuff, and she was laying on the floor with me so she could roll and play and just be out and stretching on her little seat. And Lizzie came, and she knew where she was. She wasn't going to step on her or anything, or drop her toy or anything, but... Yeah, it is funny. I've never seen a dog so jealous over a
Super
baby.
jealous. And maybe that happens a lot, you know, in other families, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think we've ever seen it with any of our dogs.
Even like our puppies, they don't.
But also, Lizzie got so much attention because of coming to work.
That is true.
And now that
Right.
baby is here.
And she comes to work for the attention, not because
She comes to work for the attention.
not for anything else.
Well, and the snacks that the UPS drivers and the FedEx drivers and the postmen
UPS,
bring
yeah,
her.
snacks,
Yeah.
and
And
sketches.
love. And love is
Yes.
less love.
Poor
That thing.
Lizzie.
Poor Lizzie.
Thing.
All right, the quilt behind us.
Double decker.
Double decker.
Yes, I had it in my head earlier.
We have like 3 quilts or 4 quilts that start with double.
Well, there's double
Double decker,
twist,
double
and
twist.
that's the one that like spins.
Oh, yeah,
which,
yeah.
with strips. This one's double decker. This is strips and yardage. I don't know what the square size is.
And then there's something else.
There's
Double
something
diamond.
else. Double diamond. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's
Feels
nice
nice.
about this one is that, so if you have a jelly roll, oftentimes you end up with a jelly roll that has lights, mediums, and darks, all kinds of different colors in it, and you think you have to kind of separate it out a little bit. You can use all of those colors, all of the lights, mediums, darks, doesn't matter, and then you just have one other color that goes with it. So it could be something that's in there, but it'd be really nice if it was just something that was complementary. And then you can really put this in multiple different patterns. If you happen to have Eleanor Burns's book that has her beginning log cabin in the back of that, she has all of those little designs, and oh gosh, there's tons of them where she shows you how to lay those blocks out. You can do the same thing with this, where you can do the barn raising pattern, the fields and furrows, which is like what this one is, a double diamond pattern. There's lots of things because you've got something on one side and something else on the other. So it's almost like a half square triangle-y kind of thing. You can make a star, big star. You can do all kinds of things. So it is really very fun. And because you're using all of the colors in the jelly roll, it has a lot of movement and depth to it. So, and at the moment, we've got quite a few.
We've got lots of jelly rolls
at the moment, which is really nice.
I think we have a lot of petite jelly rolls, but we have quite a few out on the floor still, which is sometimes
Hit or miss.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've got not a single jelly roll in the store almost, and other times it's all 10-inch squares. I think it
just
varies
fluctuates.
what people are purchasing and using.
And doing it in this diagonal one, people might worry about nestling seams. They nestle in pretty easily, but if they
Really
don't,
easily.
there's so much going on because it's, different color, change, they're not the same colors. So even if you're off, don't get all bajiggity and stressed about matching those because there's so much going on. People aren't going to notice it's jogging around because your color changes anyways. So that's not what you see when you first look.
So what she said was, don't get bajiggity about the Jimmy jogging.
Yeah. Do it.
I wonder if people know all of the
slang.
All of the slang. Bajiggity.
Don't get
if it's Jimmy jogging.
Don't get crazy on nestling
Jimmy
those
jogging,
seams.
Jimmy jaggling.
That's the, Webster version. Don't get crazy about the nestling.
Yeah. All right.
I think that was everything. Was everything on your notes?
So, yeah. I need to have some more coffee. I need to eat some more snacks. I've been trying to contain myself because this is a noisy bag. But I ate all that sugar. I was set up to eat all that sugar. Now I need to eat something else.
Super good, though. Super good.
And then we're going to go open. We've got a lot of boxes.
Yeah. I don't know what they are. Yeah,
a lot
FedEx
of really good
brought
boxes.
us like 8 or something. He could probably go home.
Maybe a lot.
Yeah. Lizzie's decided that she's going to go home with Ellie one of these days. Be a
I know. She wants to be his ride or die.
Yeah.
She would totally stay in there and ride with him all day.
Oh, she so would.
She totally would. She'd love it.
Yeah. She loves the FedEx truck.
Yeah. She loves Elliot. She knows when he starts to back up, her nose just hits the door.
I know this person.
And she knows the difference between the UPS truck and the FedEx truck.
Yep.
And the
Postal
USPS,
Service.
yeah, because even that door sounds different. The slider, she knows exactly who's coming, and they all walk in with treats.
Yeah, and give her love. Don't even notice the baby.
Don't even notice the baby.
They don't, and that's okay.
No,
it's all Lizzie, her people.
Thank goodness.
I know. All right. See you tonight.
Guys. We'll see you tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.